folks, and welcome to Caching in the Northwest. You know, this is the podcast from the birthplace of geocaching right here in the great Pacific Northwest. Now, it's Thursday, Thanksgiving here in the U.S. at 7 p.m. Pacific. And they call me Chris of the Northwest. And we're going to talk about geocaches and geocachers from here and all around the globe. So why you're proud that you remembered to wear your stretchy pants. We'll be caching in the Northwest. And tonight, we are talking about the hottest topic on the interwebs, AI. And what does it take to use or to geocache using AI? We're going to talk all about that, but we need your help. So break yourself out of that tryptophan coma that you're in and get into the chats and help us out tonight.
Indeed.
Well, hold on.
What?
We haven't introduced you yet. And
we,
I mean the royal me.
I'm sorry.
There's only two of us.
Tread on your toes there, sir.
Yes. You may have noticed that there's no wit's end tonight. He is celebrating with his family. So before we get into that topic, it's time to bring in our artificial ape. Some say he's softer than a tube sock filled with onion dip. And others say Rudolph has given him a ride to an FTF. All we know is he's called a land monkey. Now you can speak.
Now I can speak. All right. Good boy. A quick reminder that we appreciate the support of our patrons who help to keep this podcast coming each and every week. Our corporate Denali level sponsors, first of all, thanks to Land Sharks. And hey, it's the Black Friday sale at landsharkz.ca from November 24th to November 30th.
Wait a minute. That's now.
That's now. Like now. So there's plenty of items on sale. One free colorful trackable tag for every $25 you spend. Just order online today from landsharkz.ca. And while you're looking for things to do, well, if those things to do are caches, you should be using Cachly. That's right. The premier geocaching app for iOS features offline maps of the entire world, so you can navigate while offline. You can do your county challenges, your DeLorme challenges, all that stuff. Go download Cachly today from the iOS App Store or cachly.com. And our third corporate Denali level sponsor, for those who are keeping track at home, is Tourism Valemount. It is sledding season. It is hockey season. It is snowman season. It is everything in the winter season, and winter is in there at Valemount. So go up there, enjoy what this season has to offer. And hey, if winter's not your thing outdoors, plan for another season, because every season brings along vibrant village, local charm, unique geocaches, warm hospitality, and unique cultural experiences. So whether you're seeking those outdoor thrills or just a peaceful retreat, Valemount awaits you, Mr. Umpenauer.
So I asked, do you want to build a snowman?
Oh, sorry, did I just talk right over you and I missed that?
No.
Oh,
I didn't want to.
Sure.
But you mentioned snowman, and that's the only snowman line I know.
Sounds good.
I'm all caught up in my chair here. My chair sunk on me. I realized I looked like a kid at the...
I was wondering why you were at the kids' table all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. So there we go. Okay, folks, It's time.
Oh, hey, I didn't finish. I got one more thing.
Well, it's not yet time. Hold that thought.
Wait for it. Folks, if you want to know more about supporting this podcast, make sure to head on over and click the Patreon link on the cachingandw.com. Oh, I have the site. Okay, now you can go.
Thank you. Man, we need Wit's End to hold us together. He's the glue that makes this show go.
Or he really is.
Grease, or I don't know what he is.
He's awesome.
That's right. He's not here, and it's obvious. Okay, now it's time for the glow. Wait, we're done with Valemount. There we go. Hello.
Hi.
I gave Valemount a whole lot of extra time today. You're welcome.
You're welcome, Marcy.
Hey, it's time for the glow, and some may ask, what is a glow?
What is a glow?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's the geocaching log of the week. You see how well this works? GSM times 2.
It's getting better.
I couldn't do this without you. So whether you read it or whether you wrote it, we want to hear about it because great logs simply make geocaching better. Now you can send an email like everyone does, or you can take it up one notch, just one notch, and record that glow in your voice on your smartphone because it's smarter than we are, and then email that recording to feedback@cachingnw.com. If you want to take it up one more, let me back up. The recording, you can do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We'll never know, right? You just send us the one you like. Boom, it's there.
Put the polish on it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the second step, the highest, we went with good email, better recording. Best is calling it in to 253-693-TFTC and show us how you glow. That one will know every time you make a mistake and you say, nope, stop, I want to re-record it. So
we'll play all of them.
Yeah, there you go.
We love your outtakes.
They are fun. And, I know you guys aren't doing a podcast every week like we are, and you may not have the cold reading skills of a wit's end, as you see that I won't.
Because you see, we clearly don't.
Exactly. As I'm coming up to read the glow, you'll see I'm not a wit's end. So this glow, this is an old geocache. This is GC 912.
Ooh.
That's it. 912. No other letters. 3-digit geocache. Logged by Solar Anywhere. I skipped this on the way up. This is called Bushwhack. I believe it's on the way to that cache that shall not be named. I skipped this on the way up, but it wasn't any easier on the way down. It was wet work looking for the cache due to the recent snow-covered vegetation. The snow is just starting to melt, so every branch I brush would give me a cold bath. I found the hint a bit misleading, but perhaps it's quite old now. I wonder what it was like when the cache was originally placed. Now it doesn't seem to require much bushwhacking at all, though perhaps the trail might get a bit overgrown in early summer. And that was it. See, that's not super difficult. You guys can write that and then send it in.
So was that sent in by Solar Anywhere?
Well, Bushwhack I have on my old caches nearby list.
Okay.
So I like to know when they're found.
Okay.
Brylang asked, how old is it? I don't know, Brylang. It's GC 912.
Research department.
So that's old.
Yeah. There you go.
Now,
very cool.
Folks, we are going to talk about AI tonight. Yes, that topic. You love AI. You just can't get enough of it. No.
You certainly don't hear much about it these days.
No, it's one of these hidden gems on the internet you've never known about. There you go. See? Thank you, research department.
Ooh, 2001 May. Nice.
Yeah, that's why it's on my old caches nearby list. We're going to talk about AI. So use the hashtag AI, or have your AI use the hashtag AI in the live chat tonight.
Ooh.
And of course, you can use the hashtag FATAS to bring up anything for the after show. And we have a little bit of news. Actually, you know what?
What?
Land Monkey, I'm going to be generous. You read the news tonight.
Oh, thank you, Chris. You are so generous. All right. Well, thank you. Well, the first bit of news we have, folks, is from December 19th through 22nd. Find and log any geocache event or adventure lab location and earn what, you may ask?
Well, what?
Thank you.
See how that works? Yeah.
Yeah, not so nice when it's the other way around. Yeah, okay. And you can earn your December solstice souvenir. That really had a lot more trouble coming out of the mouth than it should have. All right.
Now I want salsa.
Right? Ooh, a salsa souvenir. All right. Hey, yes, the December solstice souvenir. As for the last few years, that last week of, well, it's not the last week of December, but it's just leading right up to a couple of days before Christmas there, 19th through 22nd. So it's what, 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3 days to get out there.
That would be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. So log a geocache, attend an event or find just an Adventure Lab location and you'll get that souvenir. So that shouldn't be too hard to do. In
Even a
between,
caveman could do it.
yeah. And I mean, honestly, it's not going to interrupt your Christmas shopping because if you're a guy, you're going to be out on the 24th doing your Christmas shopping.
Exactly. That's what the corner market is for, the gas station.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Of
trust me,
course you want. Okay.
your wife wants yellow pants.
I was
I'm
going
gonna
to
help
say, of
you out now.
course. I was going to say, of course she wanted wipers for Christmas. Yeah.
Inflatable foot bath is another good choice.
Yeah. There you
Mhm.
go. Anyhow, yeah. So another souvenir. So make sure you line yourselves up for that, folks. And hey, just after Christmas, if you're looking for something to do, you got to wear off some turkey and you just want to be around people other than your family. Well, December 27th, come join the Land Monkeys for the return of the TB Show and Shine event. It is a CCE we're hosting at the Clayton branch of the Surrey Library after Christmas. We'll have prizes, we'll have fun, we'll have some fun surprises, and TBs to discover, share, and swap, or send on a mission. Want to thank Land Sharks for the prize, some of the prizes, and I want to thank Caching in the Northwest for our food sponsorship for the event. If you think you can make it up and you want to join us, we would welcome you there. There is limited capacity, so get your RSVP in soon. You will attend at GC Bravo 1 X-Ray Quebec 5. There you go.
Hold on.
A little advice from IHAM.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. GC Bravo 1 X-Ray Quebec 5. Thank you, Chris. And we had a little career advice for you and I.
Don't let Caching in the Northwest get into the couple counseling gig.
I
don't know what you mean. Did I say Caching in the Northwest? Chris of the Northwest.
Oh, is it specifically directed at you? I thought it was like the show in general.
I bet it was me.
Yeah. Wow. How are you feeling about that?
Thanks, IHAM. Well, my feelings are hurt, but I'm going to tell my counselor about it.
Okay. All right. Well, Chris, I'm sorry that Dan said such a mean thing to you.
Thank you. You know who wrote some very nice things to me this week?
No, tell me.
Seebeck Tribe.
Seebeck Tribe always writes nice things to you.
Boy, I read this. She sent this to me. I was in the line at Costco checking out, and I'm like, oh, look, I got a geocaching message. Let me go read it. And yeah, my first mistake was being at Costco this time of year.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had a lot of time to read this message while standing in line.
There you go. And
what's GSM times 2 doing?
And before you get to Seebeck Tribe's message, I just want to say GSM times 2 has thrown in that he will get his souvenir by sneaking off the bench as his wife Christmas shops. She never notices.
Now that you've told the world.
That's awesome.
Good luck.
GSM times 2.
So back to Seebeck Tribe. She wrote, I'm hosting a Black Friday event, 11/28. In case you're watching live, that's tomorrow. Okay, if you're watching this later, it's past. And here's what you're going to miss. It's from 12 to 2 in, guess what? Seebeck Tribe, or Seebeck, as in Seebeck Tribe.
Do not go to her house.
Yeah. No, there is a town in Washington called Seebeck, and the Seebeck Tribe, well, oddly enough, lives in Seebeck.
It's a cute little town. We've been through a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's on the OP, right?
Yes, exactly. They're celebrating their 20 years of geocaching with a CCE. And that is, it almost looks like gravy, but it's not.
It really does.
You know, maybe it's because I've eaten so much lately, but it is GC Alpha. Is it just Z?
Zulu.
Alpha Zulu. Thank you. Victor Yankee 8.
Oh, Yankee. That's right. I always say yellow. It's Yankee. You're right.
And I hope you'll be able to make it. We have the portable escape room boxes and a hall reserved. And we have ways to plug in any hot dishes.
Nice.
I'm willing to bring a tot for doing airmail 5-5. That's here, this GC code. Can you tell how prepared I was? Well,
It's
I'm
okay.
not where I think I am. There we go. And suddenly I opened up the AI in my browser with the wrong keystroke. And that is GC2 Charlie Kilo Foxtrot 5. And that one is a mailbox up in a tree. You need, I believe, a 30-foot ladder to get it.
Woo.
Yeah. It's one of those you look at, you're like, how am I supposed to do this one?
Wow.
And yeah, so you have to climb up there, open the mailbox. So I don't think you can do it with your long pole. Land monkey, just saying.
Yeah.
So she goes on to say at least one person among the group will need to be willing to go up a ladder to get the final. I just need to know if it's worth loading up the tot for this one. Word has been leaked that there will be some new caches in the area. Plus, I'm adding 5 more stages as a bonus to the Adventure Lab booming and logging and 5 school districts in 1870s.
Okay.
So there you go. That's
Very
it. So lots. Yeah. 30-foot ladder and a 10-year-old kid. Yeah, exactly.
And or yes.
Oh, or a 30 or a 10-year-old kid. Yeah, the 10-year-old kid could probably do it. Though, I remember that tree. There are not a lot of low branches. You got to go up quite some distance.
Okay. Thus the ladder.
Apparently, Kitty Quest thinks the dentist is better than going to an event.
I mean, your mileage may vary. Everybody's got their own vibe. I won't yuck anybody's yum.
There you go.
All right. Do you want me to take the next one from
Oh,
Merlin?
sure, if you'd like to.
Sure. Yeah. We've got a little bit of news sent in from Merlin 1392. You folks might remember Tim from being the most frequent guest on the podcast this year. But yeah, he wanted to write us, and I'll just read what Tim wrote. It says, to my caching in the Northwest buddies. I think that's you and Jim, Chris.
Okay.
The Happy Holidays Mission 2025 is back. A little bit different this year. Per the forum post, ho, 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 time has come to think about the Happy Holidays mission. After careful consideration due to current shipping issues and tariffs, I've decided to match people from the same tariff areas this time. This means Canada to Canada, US to US, and Europe to Europe. I get why he's doing that. It makes sense. International missions have become so expensive that I try to keep postage costs reasonable. Very thoughtful. I'm sure it's appreciated by everyone. There will be a maximum of 1 mission per cacher or 2 missions per team, 2 different persons in the same household who cache as a team. It's designed for fun and to minimize costs. You have until November 23rd to sign up.
Oh, yeah. I think he might have sent this to me a week ago, but he might have sent it to me just before. So
I'm reading that sentence and thinking,
yeah,
I think your opportunity window may have passed.
you know what? He might be nice.
He might be nice. He says you only need to send 1 non-activated trackable geocoin, no micros or travel tags, and a nice Christmas card. I'm sure a lot of you would be very happy with that simple mission. Thanks for joining the fun and passing along the word. Of course, Merlin 1392, we're always happy to pass along. And that goes to any of you folks who have something fun that you're organizing for the geocaching community. Just send us a message. We're always happy to share about it on the podcast. We might share it a bit late.
Yeah,
but we'll share it.
But it was shared nonetheless.
Sorry, Tim. Okay.
So here we go. We're going to talk about AI. And should we just let AI talk about itself for the rest of the evening?
Well, spoiler alert, it has been. Just so everybody knows, this isn't actually Chris and Jay tonight, and that's why Jim isn't here. This is entirely an AI-generated episode of Caching in the Northwest. We're not actually really here.
That's right. Well, the AI had trouble doing Jim's mustache, so it never looked right, and we gave up on it.
Yeah. But yeah, so Chris is enjoying his Thanksgiving dinner. I'm watching Stranger Things, and this
Stranger Things in my dinner?
I hope not.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
AI can help you do lots of things.
Yes,
right?
We can.
Yeah. That suddenly got creepy. Let's start by planning the adventure.
Okay.
So, trip planning. AI can actually help you with trip planning.
How so?
Imagine you want to hit 5 caches in a day.
Okay.
I know. Really tough challenge. Okay. But they're scattered across Tacoma, Seattle, and Everett.
So
That's gonna
5
take,
specific caches.
yeah, it's gonna hit. That's gonna, take some time. Normally, you'd spend an hour juggling Google Maps, cache listings, and traffic reports. But with
True.
AI, you feed in the coordinates. Actually, you can feed in the cache code, the GC code, ask it to optimize your route, and boom, you've got a plan that saves time, gas, and maybe even, let you know about traffic or park hours and whether you need to pay for parking.
Now, so there's a little bit of extra info there, but I did see a comment here from Wet Coaster that I'm going to bring up. He
Mhm.
says, or use Cache Turno and cachetour.no. Definitely, as you were reading this, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah, I ham's asking the same
Mhm.
question. I guess he's decided to be nice to you now, Chris. Of whether Cache
That,
Tour
that doesn't
do that.
that doesn't pose a nice question. It just poses a question. I'm still neutral. We'll figure this out as we go along. Um,
So Chris, what would you say would be the difference between using Cache Tour and in your experience and use and also maybe I'll pause. It sounds like you've tried this out.
I have.
And which AI did you use for this?
Now, the AI that I've kind of settled on is Copilot.
Okay,
Okay, there
like
there are
yourself.
there are security reasons, the things going on, but
Yeah.
Copilot, I'm not going to go into the reason why I chose it. I'm sure any of these will do it. It will do a geocaching route, right? So you put in your GC codes. Um, you can put them in a list. You can add them as you go along.
Yep.
Then you ask it to optimize your route. Now it's Cache Tour. I'm going to say Cache Turno. Cache Tour is going to do a better job of telling you the times, and it will route you there. Right? You can hit that link on Cache Tour, and it will take you to whatever maps program you prefer, and it will route you there. This is just going to tell you need to go from this one to this one to this one.
Does it you were able to actually optimize the route to say this is
Mhm.
the set of GC codes I want. What is the
What's
sequence?
Yeah, what's the best route taking into consideration traffic and weather?
Okay. All right.
So
So
I
I don't think Cache Tour takes into consideration
yeah,
traffic and weather. So I think
mm-mm.
that's maybe an advantage.
Right. Now, I'm sure you could put in 100 caches in here and, do the same thing.
Don't know. Yeah.
So you could ask Copilot to do something like map me a route from these caches, GC 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Now
There you go.
the other thing you had in here that I don't know that Cache Tour could do is providing you park hours. So if a
Mhm.
cache is in a park, what are the hours the gates are open or closed, and whether there's parking fees
Right.
associated. So I do think that's a leg up. The thought that comes to my mind here, Chris, is how long will it be until the developers or developer at Cache Tour says integrates AI? I mean, we're seeing a
Right.
lot of apps integrating AI in the back end from whichever vendor they happen to
Mhm.
use, but to add those planning capacities. So I'm wondering if those are things that will come in short order to Cache Tour. It'll be interesting to see.
Exactly. And by the way, that's called agentic AI, adding an agent, right?
It is.
So that's not using the whole language model that you're saying, I want an agent that specializes in this, and this is what I want the AI to do.
Yeah.
So there are other tools, yes. So GSM times two says GSAC can do that. And of course, we're talking about Cache Tour, right? So um, this is just an option. You can also have it throw in a coffee stop, lunch, um, or search for nearby places that you can weave into your route.
Yeah. So I think that would be the leg up with
Mhm.
respect to using your AI tool of preference, whether it's Gemini or Copilot or Chat GPT or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, And I think you'd also might find that your results may vary between the platforms.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So
That's why I'm just referring to it as AI rather than a specific flavor of AI, because all this is going to change, right? A month ago, this was different than it is today, and
yeah, well,
things
the
are
models
going to
are
change.
increasing rapidly. I think
Mhm.
I use Gemini, and I think it's on 3.1 now. I'm not sure what Copilot's. I think Copilot's using GPT-5.
Yes.
Um, so yeah.
Now you can also ask your AI to look at the forecast and make adjustments. Like plan this route, but avoid caches with a terrain rating above 3 if it's raining.
Oh,
Right now we've gone beyond what GSAC or Cache Tour can do.
I think the caveat here, though, is like we're saying all these things you can do. What this comes down to is your capabilities when it comes to writing a prompt. Like it all
Yes,
comes down to your
yes,
prompt skills. And
exactly.
and in my experience, what it takes is practice.
Hmm.
You get in there, you practice with the tool set, you try some things that you go, well, that's not even close to what I was asking for. Doesn't mean it can't do it. It might just mean you need to tweak the prompt. So practice with prompts is huge.
Exactly. And because it's a computer, it can only do what you ask it to do.
Yeah.
And AI is not going to read your brain. It's going to replace your brain. No, wait, I didn't mean that out loud. Um, GSM times two says Joshua Johnson, the geocaching vlogger. Maybe
That
you
other guy.
saw him
Yes.
on that GIF reel. He uses AI when visiting a new city to get food and activities.
Yeah. Yeah. Many of us
Hmm.
definitely do that. Mrs. Monkey and I do that when we're planning a road trip or a bigger trip. We've got a couple of big trips in the hopper, and I've been leveraging some of the AI to a degree. But I think there's also, this is the thing. It's a large language model, and it's only as good as its data pool, right?
Hmm.
And we're going to talk about that a few times, I'm sure, tonight. Um, but the thing is that sometimes there's just no replacing. So let's talk about visiting a new city as an
Hmm.
example. It's that example that came up. Sometimes there's just no replacing talking to a local, right? Like, so
Right.
if this is one of the great things about the geocaching community. If you reach out to some geocachers in that community and say, "Hey, I'm planning a visit. You know, what are some things I should make sure I absolutely do? What are some things I should absolutely avoid?" You're gonna Again, AI is great. It's a really good starter. The way I refer to it at work, because we use it a lot at work for different things. The way I refer to it at work is it is a really good co-op student.
Yeah, exactly.
It will do exactly what it's told, and I mean exactly what it's told. So, again, with the prompts, you got to be careful. But it'll do a certain degree of research. It'll do a certain degree of, but it's not creative, right?
Right.
So,
No, it's generative, right? It's going to take what it finds, rewrite it for you, and say, "Hey, I did this.
yeah.
Look at me."
And when we see things that look creative,
Hmm.
what that means is somebody had a very creative idea behind the prompt, and then the AI engine went out and sourced a multitude of different pieces that it pulled together to
Right.
assemble that.
So yes, you're exactly right. AI is not the end all be all, but it can be a very good helper.
Yeah.
Um, so one of the options that I just tried out tonight
Okay.
is, what if you want to use public transport? Hey,
Oh.
I want to do these caches, but I want to do them by public transport.
Mm.
And sure enough, it came out with now those 5 caches from Tacoma to Everett. Um, and Heather is driving to Everett now, so she would get the idea. Um, Took 2 days. Okay, for the transportation, it wasn't straightforward. Probably because I told it to start tomorrow, which will be tomorrow morning. Will be very busy with all traffic and
Yeah.
Black Friday and people going back to work, and then Saturday a lot of this public transport between like Tacoma and Seattle doesn't run on the weekends. It only runs on the
Oh,
weekdays. So
there you go.
things like that. Okay. It took all that into consideration. And it planned it out. Like I say, it took 2 days, but you know what? It can be done. So if you're out somewhere, you're traveling for work and you don't have a rental car, you can say, hey, I want to find a couple of caches in the city using public transport. How can I do it?
Yeah.
Um,
Makes sense.
and then as you do it, you're like, you know what? This one's just too far out. Take this one off the list and remap it. Okay. It'll do it for you. And always be polite to your AI overlords. Say please and thank you.
Exactly. All right.
So, one of the prompts that, it came up with on its own is map a route starting in Tacoma, stopping at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 geocaches, one in Federal Way, and ending at this one in Seattle, and include a lunch stop in Federal Way.
Okay.
Boom. There you go. And so it'll order the caches efficiently, suggest a lunch spot, flag whether if weather will affect the terrain, and give you a clean route.
Nice. Very cool.
So there you go. That's something I've done with AI. Land Monkey, what's something you've done with AI?
Well, this isn't necessarily something I've done, but I'll just jump to the next item we have here.
Okay.
And it's help using AI as an assistant to help you with puzzle caches. Love them or hate them, they're everywhere. You can open a cache page, see a wall of numbers, a cryptic poem, or a cipher that looks like it came out of a spy novel, and often it's like, not sure what to do. AI, it can help you decode ciphers, analyze word patterns, and generate possible solutions. So there are cipher solving tools on the internet for sure. Some of the GC toolbox type things are fantastic tools as
They
puzzle
are,
solvers.
but you kind of have to know what you're looking at.
But you have to know which cipher you're looking for exactly. So sometimes you can throw the spaghetti of letters at the wall and see what AI suggests as an option. Again though, it's one of those things, and the word hallucinations came up a lot earlier, and that's for those who aren't familiar with that. Hallucinations is the term in artificial intelligence circles to refer to
lying.
incorrect answers.
Just simply lying. It doesn't know. It's making something up to make itself look good. No,
and that's the other thing, is that it will always assume that it's right. So you have to really watch what's coming out of the AI. You can't just assume that it's always correct. And I would say even for that route planning, like with the route planning you're suggesting, Chris, it's like, absolutely, it's great that it does that, but just give it sort of a once over with a bit of common sense and go, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because AI is only as good as the pools of data that it is pulling from. And sometimes there's data that is either erroneous or confusing because there's maybe two things that say the same, or say two similar things that say different things. There's all kinds of ways that AI can get tripped up. So, always quality check the work.
exactly.
But yeah, for puzzles, it's a great way to get started. But it also, I would say it shouldn't replace the fun of solving. Think of it more like just a nudge, a way to, like, if you just need a hint to get going, it's a great way of doing that. And honestly, most of the time, it's probably not going to solve the puzzle. And Chris, you were sharing with me earlier a story of AI's puzzle solving capabilities. Do you want to?
And lack thereof.
Yeah.
So I was looking at a puzzle and I look at it and go, it's a visual puzzle. Okay. So it's a graphic. And I looked at it and go, I have no idea. Absolutely zero clue how this all relates. So I dropped it into AI and I said, here's a geocaching puzzle. It starts at these coordinates. And here's the clue I got. What do you have? And it goes, oh, hey, this is from an intro to a sci-fi series. Oh, okay. That's what I needed to know. So it's a sci-fi series that I don't watch often, if at all. So it had no reference for me. But once I knew where to start, then it all made sense.
There you go.
So,
So
uh,
it was a kicker to get you
yep.
going. So
So okay, I'm on a roll. Solve this. And it gave me some coordinates more than 2 miles away.
okay,
I'm like,
wrong.
nope, that's wrong. And okay, it has to be within 2 miles of this coordinate. Okay, we can do that. And I think I tried up to 15 times, right?
Oh
Because
wow,
yeah, your geocheckers only go like 10 something, and then you have to wait and come back. Um, and it did not solve it. It couldn't solve it. So,
interesting. But
like,
it kept
nope.
being very confident that it had.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I've done this and this, and it told me all the steps it was doing. So maybe I've got this number wrong. Let me change it to this. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Oh, yeah. And it never said, huh, I was wrong. No, it never said that. I told it was wrong. And that, no, this one's in the middle of a lake. What are you trying to do?
Drown you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So while it gave me that nudge I needed, it
Yep.
did not solve the puzzle for me.
There you go.
Now, if it was a Caesar cipher or a Sudoku, yeah, pop that right out.
Most likely, yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. Hey, the next topic we're going to talk about, GSM times two posted a little tidbit into the chat
Hmm.
about his own experience using AI to create a paragraph as an AL introduction, and then he later shared in the chat there for folks who want to read through that. We won't read it
Perched
out loud.
high above the
Oh, or
405
maybe we will.
freeway, the
Okay.
Getty Center feels like a world of its own. An elegant hilltop campus tucked between I-10 and the 101. Its crown jewel is the Getty Museum. There you go.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, I'm
So,
available for voiceovers. I don't get it right, but I'm available.
so yeah, so AI isn't just refining caches. It can help you create them. Definitely help you polish a cache description. So
Mhm.
what I have done in the past, I've hidden a traditional cache recently, not far from my home. And it was a simple traditional cache, but I had an idea of how I wanted to present it. So I had AI generate some fun art for the background image for the cache page, and and then what I wanted to do is I wanted to have the description be a poem, and and so I said to AI, look, I want you to write me a poem for this geocache description. Here are the key elements to make sure you have in the poem. Because what I wanted to do is have the poem explain to the geocacher how to find the cache, like what to look for, what the experience was going to be like. Um, and you know what? It came up with something pretty decent. I mean, it's a little, I don't know, campy, but but you know what? It was done. It saved me some effort, and
Mhm.
it was fine. So I think that's a good use case for doing that. There's been some discussion about AI used to create Earth cache pages, and that again is one where there's a bit of a flag right now. So the GSA um, would actually rather you didn't use AI solely for creating Earth cache
Sure.
pages, an Earth cache description, the logging tasks, etc. So um, AI can assist you in doing that, but you can't just let AI run and send it off. It's not going to necessarily work well.
GSM times two says I'm finding AI helpful when researching Earth caches in adventure labs, but I have to check the resources to make sure the information is accurate.
There you go.
That's just what GSM times two sounds like, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you were still trying to go for your voiceover job.
maybe that too.
That too.
Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, it's great. Like, hey, I wrote this up. Can you help me define it and verify that the facts are right? That's great. You know.
Yeah.
Um, so my wife is a teacher.
Okay.
Yes, in case you didn't know. And at a seminar recently, she was presented with the results of a study. I could be auditioning for that job in late night radio.
Very, very late night where people are so sleepy they don't notice all the mispronunciations.
That's exactly right. So in this study, they looked at they tested kids using AI,
Mhm.
not using AI, and then using AI to check.
Okay.
Okay. So if they had here, you need to write a one-page paper on this topic, let kids use AI. A week later, ask them about the questions or question them about that topic. They remembered nothing.
Well, yeah, because they didn't do the work. Of
Exactly.
course they wouldn't.
Same, and one group, they could use dictionaries or encyclopedias, but they had to write it themselves. A week later, they could remember exactly what they wrote. And then they came back to the kids who wrote it on their own and asked them to use AI to polish it.
Okay.
And it came out much better. Right now, they understood a lot more of what they were writing. So the key is write it yourself first and then let AI polish it and correct it.
Nice. Yeah, that's good advice. Good advice.
So there you have it. Don't let AI do it from the get-go. Well, maybe. It depends on how good of a prompt writer you are.
Yeah.
What about logging?
I mean, honestly,
Will AI cut down trees?
yeah. Eventually, yes, because it has to continue to power itself.
Boy, does it
Uh,
take a lot of power.
it takes a lot of power and a lot of cooling, uses a
Yes.
lot of water. So, yeah, maybe we're going off on a bit of a tangent here, but there is a serious environmental
Yes.
concern about the use of AI. And, I'm certainly not playing that down by any means. I think it's something that needs to be considered in the larger picture.
Mhm. I have people who will not use AI because of its power consumption, right?
Yeah.
Um, that's one reason why China's building a coal-powered electric plant every week is to help power AI. We've got a couple of large server farms here in Washington State. I, drove by to visit them. They're a little off the road. I was like, oh, let's go look at this thing. It's
Hmm.
huge, right? Each building that houses the computers also has its own generator, its own cooling. There's satellite connections. There's battery backup. It's just the technology is amazing in the little town of Quincy. You drive
Oh,
by it and not think a thing about it. But if you go back beyond what you see from the freeway, there's a whole nother town back there popped up in the last couple of years with these two
big
large
data
data
center.
centers from Microsoft and
That's neat.
Amazon.
I didn't know that. I'll have to check
Yeah.
that out sometime. Is there like nearby hydroelectric power they're using or?
Mm-mm. Well, in Washington State, most of the power is hydroelectric.
Right. Yeah.
Where they built them here because power is cheap here in the
Right.
Northwest.
I didn't know if they'd maybe made their own dam for it or something, but
Not that I'm aware of.
okay.
But there
Great.
you go. So logging, do you think AI would be any good at logging your geocaches for you?
So I'm going to say no. And I'm going to say that based on something I said earlier. AI is based on the use of large language models.
Mhm.
The generative AI, what you would use to write a log page, um, is based on a large language model. So it can write you a generic log, fine. It could write you a big poem to put in your log. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But the AI does not have the experiential data that you took in through your eyes and your nose and your fingers and just by being in the moment of looking for finding opening the soggy logbook, whatever it
Mhm.
is, that is your experience and it's best told in your words. Don't use AI to write logs. It's going to be my advice.
Land Monkey, that was so well said. And
Thank you.
yet on my caches, 2/3 of the responses are TFTC.
Well, there's that. I mean, fine.
You're exactly right. It could be very well written, right? Or you take in all this experience. TFTC. Really? That's what you got out of it? Okay.
Yeah.
But it could take a log. your quickly written log and make it glow worthy.
I guess, but again, you know, what I'm looking as a cache owner, what I'm looking for is what happened? What was the experience? What did
Mhm.
you feel? What did you see? How was the experience of finding the geocache? Um, you know, when people write the poems, and kudos to people who take the time to write little poems about their their day or whatever. That's fine, and I appreciate people who put the effort in there as well. And sure, you could use GPT as I said earlier, for a cache page where I gave it a whole bunch of very explicit instructions and said, just make these rhyme. That's basically what I
Oh,
said.
there you go. Okay.
So if you had a log that you had included all your
Mhm.
experiential information in, otherwise you get a log that says, thanks for the cache. It was a bash. Please don't smash. Give me some cash. Right. I don't know. Like it's
Pick up
whatever
the
AI comes
wrench.
up with, whatever AI comes up with to riff off of TFTC.
Now time to go eat corned beef hash.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, I completely agree. It's great to rewrite your logs, or hey, here's my hastily written log. Turn it into an epic poem, and it can do that.
I
Right?
like this from Wet Coaster.
Yeah.
An AI log would require an extensive prompt, where the prompt you write would make a great log on its own, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyhow, that's my opinion. Is just write them yourselves. There's so many other things you can use AI for to save you time and to put some polish on things. But
Mhm.
honestly, when it comes to writing your logs, um, just do it yourself.
Nice. Cash Crikey says YouTube is so broken. They forgot to notify me again. I'm late.
Oh, how rude. Well,
I
we're
know.
glad you're here, Cash Cranky.
He's cranky. Cash
Cash
Cranky.
Cranky. Well,
Um,
you can always scroll back and you
yeah,
know
we're
listen.
talking about AI. Just have AI summarize what we've talked about. It can do that actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there are, so many things it can do, and it can help you with different parts. Now, one of the angles I
Yeah.
thought was kind of interesting is talk a little bit about safety, right? We talked about trip planning,
Hmm.
right? It can analyze terrain ratings and weather. So maybe you're not doing that hike up a mountain in a thunderstorm. Or maybe it's going to tell you, you know what? It's that hike up that mountain is going to be longer than the time you have until sunset for a safe trip.
Interesting.
Wouldn't that be nice? Right?
That would be a very good tool, and beyond just geocaching. I think for
Hmm.
people going out and doing hikes. I mean, my goodness, I'll just put in a little hiking safety plug for Adventure Smart BC here, but um, pack your essentials, do your trip plan,
Hmm.
um, take essentials, trip plan. What's the third T? Trip plan?
Tell someone
I thought that
of
was
the trip plan. Yeah. It's really
training.
important.
Training.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Brian. Yes, training. That's
It's
the
it's
third
so
T.
important. We should know it.
It is, and we were reminded. But the reason I bring that up is because we're
Hold on. I'm going
seeing.
to ask the AI about what the 10 essentials are.
Okay.
Right back. No, go ahead.
Right now we're seeing so many search and rescue calls out here in BC, and I don't know what's like in Washington right now, but we're seeing so many search and rescue calls because people are getting benighted.
Mm,
They're not giving themselves enough time. They're not preparing properly. So, you know, again, you can't entirely depend on AI for sure, but use AI to say, this is where I'm going.
mhm.
How much hiking time do I need? So when should I start before so I can be out before it's dark? What things should I make sure I bring on the hike? Again, don't 100% rely on it. Oh my God, use your common sense as well.
Yes.
But at least it's a tool to help prompt you to think about that, or maybe
Right.
just think about that and plan properly yourself. I don't know.
There you go. Maybe use the AI you're given. The
Yeah,
I, not the A. Just use the I. The
yeah,
intelligence you have. Um, AI supposedly can help you with accessibility, right? So if you're going out with your grandparents, hey, let's take them out geocaching. Find me some easy geocaches that don't require many steps or, elevation changes.
Interesting. That would be
Mhm.
an interesting experiment to see how that comes back. I don't I'm not confident that AI would do a good job at that,
Hmm. Okay.
but, something interesting to experiment with.
I wonder how many logs AI can read through.
I mean, they're technically all out there, just depends how many are part of the large language model.
Well, I'm because you with some AIs, you can tell it go look at this website and analyze it. And for us to look at it, we have to go, um, scroll down for more logs. Right?
Yeah.
Can the AI read those logs without having to scroll?
Yeah, probably. But I like GSM times two's option, or just filter for T1s and T1 and a halves. That
Oh,
honestly might be easier than trying to
that's true.
come up with the prompt that gives you all those options. But it would be an interesting experiment to try it out, anyways.
Mhm.
Um,
There you go. The problem is the AI can't sign into your account.
well, that's a good point. So, how much of geocaching logs and geocaching data is behind a
Publicly
paywall?
accessible. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
That might limit how much AI can actually get. Because if you open up a cache without being logged in, you can get a little bit of information, right?
Right.
But there's a lot you're missing. So yeah, interesting. And again, I mean, who knows? Maybe Brian and his team
Mhm.
at HQ, maybe they're working on some sort of large language model behind the scenes to have a geocaching agentic AI solution, so that there'll be a signal AI where a signal pops up and says, "It looks like you're trying to find a route between all these geocaches."
You're saying Signal's gonna replace Clippy. It looks like you're trying to write a letter.
So you caught on. My frequent reference to AI is it's basically the next generation of Clippy.
Clippy.
Yes.
Yep. I was just at a conference with the Microsoft staff, and they had a whole bunch of 3D printed Clippy paper clips.
Ha!
Like, oh, I gotta have one of those.
Nice.
Most people didn't know what they were.
Yeah, we're old. Fair enough.
So AI is not about replacing the adventure, right?
No, and it
It's about
shouldn't be.
it's about enhancing it. It's not going to find the cache for you, but it may help you get there faster and safer and not, have head injuries.
Well, and you know what? So, and on that note, there's two comments from the chat that I want to just pull up to close with based on exactly what you're just saying. The first is White
Mhm.
Coaster. There is nothing common about common sense.
That's right.
And the second is from Kitty Quest, who says training includes training your thinking. And
Ooh.
and I think both of those are brilliant comments for us to take into consideration when it comes to
Mhm,
AI.
mhm.
It's good stuff. It's very helpful assistant, but like I said, I equate it to a good co-op student. Doesn't have enough life experience to always make good decisions. It's going to do exactly what you ask it for. Um, and yeah, you'll find that you kind of need to supervise it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, there you have it. Everything you needed to know about AI. Now you'll never have to ask any questions again. What can AI do? You know exactly what it can do.
Yeah.
Now
Stop
you don't.
asking, Chris.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell you the times have to talk about AI in a week.
I
Can we have
bet.
AI do this? Yeah, maybe. But unless the union gets involved and they say, no, you can't replace workers with AI. And Bryling's just going to ask me all the time now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bryling.
Agitator.
Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Caching in the Northwest.
Absolutely. It was fun talking about AI with you, my friend. It was actually kind of fun, to be honest. It was fun talking about it outside of the work context because
Yes.
we talk, you and I both, in our respective workplaces. We need to know a fair bit about it. We talk about it a lot, but we talk about it in the context of work. So
Mhm.
taking it outside of that context has been fun. Speaking of things that are fun, Our corporate Denali level sponsors are all fun, and those include Landsharks, Cashly, and Tourism Valemount. landsharkz.ca is the outdoor adventure and geocaching store. Remember that Black Friday sale is currently on, so get in there and get your $25 and your free tag. Cashly, well, Cashly is the geocaching app for iOS. If you haven't already downloaded it, we're very sad for you, and you should go do that right away. And folks, whether you're seeking outdoor thrills or just a peaceful retreat, Valemount awaits you.
There you go. And if you get that tag from Land Sharks, you should take it to Land Monkey's event.
You should.
You
should. And get it going on its mission.
That's
Absolutely. Right. We want to thank all of our faithful Denali level supporters. Of course, that's Landsharks, Cashly, and Tourism Valemount, but it's also Cool Cow Cachers and Hawaiian Miley. If you want to know more about supporting this show, click that Patreon link on the cachingw.com website.
Like Logwork did.
And Genies.
And GSM ×2, who just got his 32,000th find.
Wow, congratulations. That's a lot. All right. And Terrible Teas.
Kid Vegas 19.
B Pendragon.
Boomer 365.
GeoBirder.
Really? Alan.
You always get that name. Always.
And I've sorted it for 3 hosts. We're only doing 2, so the chance that I actually had it tonight was rare, and there it is. Okay.
It was a 50-50, I guess, but yeah. Oh, too funny. Ackerdoc.
Butterfly Girl.
JT Coffee.
J Carr.
Whidbey Island Gal.
Alondro.
Gundark 2000.
Gas Station Tuna.
And W Cats.
I don't know where I came up with that. Lost Ken.
Geocaches.
Antaeus.
Sprouter.
Keats 94.
Subway Mark.
Flagman.
Nerve.
Hey, how about an event tomorrow with Seebeck Tribe?
Sounds like a really fun event. Unfortunate there's no way I can make it down for that one because that sounds like a hoot. So hey, on that note, anybody who goes, call 253-693 TFTC. Send us a recording from the event. Tell us how it was. Tell us how it is. We want to hear about it.
How it was, how it is, how it will be.
Exactly. Limax.
LG 9000.
Railroad.
Just Carlo.
Mountain bike.
Sorry, I was emphasizing the Carlo.
You did.
You talks to rocks.
Geo Karen.
Skyhawker.
Pete of Washington.
Dora Moore.
Camp Clan.
Team Noltex.
Caching Cants.
You, Dak.
Green Words.
BC Rockcrawler.
Trexer.
Korsgat.
Wet Coaster.
CRS 98. And somehow
Jafal.
involved with the Twinkie.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
It's okay. And Jafal, just finding our way.
Folks, thanks for taking the time to listen to this episode of Caching in the Northwest. Your support helps keep the quality shows coming. So if you like the show, please click the Patreon link on the cachingandw.com website. Better yet, share your ideas for things we can talk about. If you like the vibe, please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review. If you were in a restaurant, you would tip. If you were in a live audience, you would clap. But since you're on a podcast, leave us a free, fast, fabulous, fantastic 5-star review. You can call into 253, say it with me, Land Monkey, 693 TFTC. Go ahead, you say it now.
253-693 TIFIC.
That's terrific. You can leave us a comment, ask a question, or just show up at an event tomorrow, any time of the day or night, between 12 and 2. Of course, you can email us at feedback@cachingandw.com. Join us every Thursday night. You know, Thanksgiving's included, but we are skipping Christmas for a live show and chat. This show's produced by Chris Humphenauer, Jim Paulwitz, Jay Kennedy, and Brian Lang. It's licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 3.0 license, copyright 2025 by Chris Humphenauer. And folks, I ask you to stay tuned for
the after show.
Now, I needed to talk about this
Okay.
The cranky crikey. No. He says, I've watched this so many times, but I still don't understand hashtag FATAS.
Oh,
So
okay.
right now we are in, wait,
The after show.
the after show. We've officially ended all the scripted portion of our podcast. And we're going to talk about things that you guys are doing, whether it be a milestone or what, an event or something that you think, wow, you know, other people need to know this. Hold on, I'm editing the document live. So the FATAS, thanks, Browning. Scripted is used very loosely here. Yeah, but how did he get in there? I forgot what I was saying because, you know, it's no
You were
longer
explaining what FATAS is. So we go
FATAS.
through the content, the planned content for the
Yeah.
show, whether scripted or not, but the planned is proposed content. We get through the topic, we get through the news, we thank our sponsors and our patrons. And then what we do is we want to have some extra time. And this happened because the show used to run really long. And it still kind of runs long, but what we've done is we've drawn an artificial line in the sand, as it were, and it's the planned content ends here, and then we make the announcement. Jim makes the announcement that it's the after show, and then we move into really an open forum. So FATAS,
There you go.
hashtag FATAS is for the after show. And it's anything you guys want to talk about, anything you want to share, anything in your thoughts that you want to come out of one of our mouths.
If you want us to say something, just put it up there and see if we do.
Yeah, see if we do. It could be a fun game. It's a drinking game. What can we make the monkey say? You'd be surprised what you can get me to say.
Kind of an open mic.
Kind of an open mic. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah. There you go. So hopefully that answers the question.
Yeah, I mean, it's just time to share, right? So Heather says, I held an event on Sunday. About 30 people attended, and we pee. Wait,
Excellent.
we played several board games. Clue, Tetris Tower, Wits and Waggers were popular. Wits and Wagers. Sorry.
That's the game Jim plays with his dog.
That's right. Very interesting. Cash Crikey says, now I just need something cool to share.
I'm sure you've got something cool to share, but yeah, good stuff. Here's one. GSM times 2 says, if you didn't get a chance to attend a GIF event, the video reel is now available on the Geocaching YouTube channel. So there you go. If you didn't get a chance, you want to see it, go check that out. Yeah, Brian Lang says, Cash Crikey, a milestone. Any caching milestones?
There you go. Perfect. A milestone find. So, Bryling also posted at the beginning, in case you didn't know, Bryling's kind of our hidden producer, right? I know, letting the secret out of the bag.
Air quotes. Yeah.
About the secret part or the producer part?
Or the hidden part.
Both, he says. Okay. If you have a question for the Caching in the Northwest team, use the hashtag FATAS for the after show here in the chat, and they'll respond to it in
the after show.
Just threw that out.
Where we are. This is like that scene from Spaceballs where they're like, where are we? We're right now. When? Now, sir.
Let's see. What else? I think that's
Feedback Tribe is curious if your head injury is still affecting you this evening.
I don't remember getting a head injury.
There you go. So no, it's fine.
Yeah. There you go.
Clearly, seriously though, clearly you were okay after that. There was no concussion.
No concussion, no effects. But that was, and I'm planning to go to the OP, the Olympic Peninsula again, though I'm kind of afraid to. I'm only staying on groomed trails, not going off into the woods at all.
No tree wells.
Yeah.
You've learned your lesson well.
That still gets me. I can't believe I fell that deep into a hole. Right? I've seen tree wells, maybe a foot deep. right? No, this one was up to my knee.
Wow.
Just wow. Anyway, I kind of want to go back and, get
Find the
revenge and
cache.
find that cache.
Yeah.
Apparently it's nowhere near the trees.
That's what we heard last week. Yes,
Mhm.
indeed. Well,
Oh,
speaking
tomorrow will be my 8400th at the CCE, says Seebeck Tribe.
that sounds like a great one to call in, Seebeck
Mhm.
Tribe.
Yeah, you really should. If we can read that, big deal. But if we heard it in your voice, wow, that would be something.
253-693 TFTC.
Look at you. You can learn. That's good AI.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I
And
think. Oh,
y-
go ahead, Chris.
go ahead. No,
I
you
was just to say, I think we're pretty good. I think we don't go after it at night. Go after it in daylight, Chris.
No, I think I should do it at night. I want the revenge.
You want the full experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been fun talking to you, Chris. It's been fun chatting with everybody in the chat. Always appreciate the lively interaction we have from our chat community.
That's right. So just remember, we're here for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then off at Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a month away. So until then, get out and get caching in the Northwest.